Hello, YouTube. How are we? Good to see you guys. It's the Monday night live stream for geography. And let's just adjust that camera. So, yeah, there you go. Monday night live stream for geography, helping you to revise for your December mock exams. How are we, guys? Are we all good? Hope you're all good. Hit us up in the chat. Who's here? Say hello. Yeah, hopefully having a nice evening. And it's going to get a little bit better with a bit of geography, hopefully. Entertain you, stay inside, keep warm. Yes. Evening to our moderator. Good to see you, moderator. Always there. Thank you so much. Thanks for joining us, mod. Yeah, if you can get me some nice facts and make, just add to the chat, mod. I really appreciate that. Oh, everybody's dropping in. Yes, Kaya. Good to see you, Kaya. Lovely. How are you? Hope you're all good and enjoying a bit of geography on a Monday night. Hello, Sigma. Sigma's in. Good to see you. Well done with the Kahoot quiz today. Really good. Lily. Yes, Lily May's in. Good to see you, Lily. Thanks for joining us on the live stream tonight, where we're going to look at living world, rainforest and hot deserts. We've also got Sigma. Yeah, Sigma's here. Sigma. Hi, Sigma. Good to see you guys. Hope you're all well. Next week, I promise a slightly Christmassy one, because we get into December, don't we, next week? So we can start to be a bit more Christmassy on the live streams as well. So our next two will be a little bit more Christmassy. I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe I can hang some tinsel up or something, or eat mince pies or something like that. Not too sure. Anyway, yeah, what have you got to get you through tonight's live stream? Hit us up in the chat. Biscuits, drinks. What are you got there? Nice hot chocolate or something. Chocolate digestives. Oh, that'd be nice. Custard creams. I don't know. What's getting you through tonight's live stream? Wait a minute. What's going on here? We've got some geographers at the gym working out. Oh. Yeah, remember 8 to 10 reps, guys. Make sure you're doing 8 to 10. You get bulk your muscles up, get strong. Getting down the gym. I hope you revise. Well, you are obviously revising down the gym. You're listening to this little podcast, aren't you? So good stuff, guys. Keep listening whilst you're working out. Hopefully, I'll get you through your workout in the next hour. Yuri is also here. Yes, Ren and Yuri. Are you together then? I take it you boys are together working out. One's the spotter and the other one is, I don't know, lifting the weights. But yeah, good to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. When you get out of the gym, you need to write up this case study, by the way. But thanks for dropping in and listening. What have you got? Lily, I've got a cup of tea. Yes. A student after my own heart. A cup of tea. Can't beat a cup of tea. Cup of tea. Best thing ever. Can't beat it. I've got mine here, Lily. Cup of Yorkshire tea. And if you don't know why I'm drinking Yorkshire tea, you can probably guess by the accent. Ren, yes, they're working out together. Very good. Keeping fit, keeping healthy. Yeah, what have you got? Hit us up in the chat, guys. I'll show you what I've got down here going on in the next minute. Here we go. Let me just see if I can do a little bit of screen sharing. Not that you're excited about what I've got here, but let's just try and show you what Mr. Stafford's got. Oh, a little bit zoomed in there, guys, aren't we? I don't know what's going on there. Right, here we are. So that looks horrendous, really, but it's actually really nice. It's a Tesco chocolate chip cookie and a cup of tea. Yeah, I've drunk quite a bit of it, as you can probably tell, whilst I was waiting. So that's what we've got going on here. Cup of tea. I'm going to go Christmassy, though, next week. We're going to do a Christmassy one. So that's where we are. Also, guys, as you know, if you join the live stream, you will need some equipment. So you'll definitely need a sheet of A4 paper. Yeah. Remember, once you finish your case study, show it to your geography teacher or a geography teacher, and they will give you a class chart reward. What better thing would you want? And I know why you're here. You're here to learn what key revision you need for your mock exams. So that's what we're all about. Anyway, back to the equipment. Highlighter is good, pen. And then obviously, because it's geography, a range of different colours. So there we go. There's sirs. Yeah, all that good stuff. I know people take the mick out of us geographers because we like colours. But, hey, it's part of it. That's why we do love the subject. So it's one of the good things about geography we can get our colours out. And who cares if people have got something to say about that? We don't care, do we? We're having a good time. So there we go. That's our colours. Okay, we're going to start in literally 1 minute. So if you haven't got what you need, dash off. Go grab what you need, guys. Go grab what you need. Is that back? Yeah, but we're good. Go grab what you need. You've got literally 30 seconds, and then we're going to get started with our live case study for question 2, Living World. So just a quick recap. Your mock exam is coming up in December. It's about 2 weeks away, and you should be well on with revision. But this little mini series of YouTube live streams, let me just move that for a second. This little mini series of YouTube live streams is really going to get you where you need to be ready for that mock exam in December. We're going through all the key content that you need for Living World, and yeah, it should do good. It is a series. We've got coasts and we've got rivers to do, so we've got 2 more weeks, and then we'll see where you are in the exam. But yeah, this will absolutely help. Question 2 is tropical rainforests, hot deserts, and UK ponds. Today we're going to focus on tropical rainforests and hot deserts. The maximum marks you can get for this section is 9, so you might get a 9-mark question, but no spag in this one. So 9 marks is the maximum that you're going to get in the section. There are 4-mark, a 6-mark, and a 9-mark, plus some 1s and 2s here and there. So without further ado, let's catch up on the chat, and then we're going to get cracking with tonight's case study. I just have willpower. Yes, Kaya. Motivation. That's the way to do it. Yeah, you've got to be determined with your mocks. You've got to be determined. You've got to put the effort in. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to work for them grades. So make sure you're working hard for those, putting the effort in, work for those grades. That's how we all have to do it in the end. We've all been there, your parents, me, all have to do our GCSEs. The only way you get there is through hard work and effort. We've got a year 10 in. Yes. Hello, Joan. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in on the live stream. Appreciate that. Never too early to start doing your geography. Year 10s are in the house. Alexandra, lovely to see you. If mum's in the background, hello, mum, as well. I know sometimes mum drops in the background. I only have water and detergent. Ooh, it's getting gritty. I like this spirit. Yeah, no messing, no messing. Water and determination. That's all you need. You just need to have that willpower. I'm going to make geography my best grade out of all my GCSEs. Where did this come out from? Where did this come out from? Where did this come out from? I don't know what you mean, Stan. I mean, moderator. I don't know what he's on about there. Right, let's get started. And let's go to... Oh, where's my camera gone here? Let me reposition my camera. All right. Let's put the light on it. There we go. I am loving this this little camera. It's been good value for money. If only it could go a little bit higher. Right. There we go. Sorry for messing about. Right, let's present. Here we go. Screen share. Oh, we've got somebody else in the house as well just before we... Here we go. Hello, Rosa. Yes. 11D geographers. You're smashing the game. Well done. A lot of my 11D form are here. So thank you. If you can't chat, if you want to comment, you have to have a public YouTube account. Go to settings, change it to public. You can join the chat and get involved. Yeah. I will be asking a number of questions along the way. Right. So you should be able to see my piece of paper. Yeah. Good. Yeah. Okay. So let me get started then. So today we're going to focus on... we're going to focus on question 2 of paper 1. Maybe I should put paper 1 as well. But question 2, and this section is called Living World. You'll have this in your mocks. You'll also have this in your final exams, summer 2025. Rainforests and hot deserts will be there, the second section that you answer. So here we go, Living World, and that's our first section. So I'm going to use this top section here first, about that sort of space. Yeah, I know some people find it hard to see how much space I'm using, but roughly about this sort of space here. So I'm going to write a question. You're going to help me out in the chat then. The question is, why are rainforests, tropical rainforests, should we say? But anyway, why are rainforests biodiverse? So those people that love their plants and animals will love this little question. Rainforests are the most biodiverse terrestrial ecosystem, land-based ecosystem. They hold 50% of all plants and animal species on Earth. Shout out to tropical rainforests because they are incredibly important for our species. I'm just going to zoom in here. For our species on the planet. So they're the 50% of all plants and animals can be found in tropical rainforests. Just trying to get the focus in for you there, guys. So it keeps going blurred. There we go. I think that's the best we've got there. Okay, so in the chat, hit us up. Why are rainforests so biodiverse? Why do 50% of all plants and animal species live in tropical rainforest regions? Why? What leads to that? What factors have led to rainforests being so biodiverse? Here we go. Hit us up in the chat. What have we got? What have we got? Any answers? No. No answers in the chat. Right, okay. Let's get started then. So 50 million species can be found in tropical rainforests. 50 million species exist. That's plant and animal species live in tropical rainforests. And 50%, so a lot of 50s, 50% of plant and animal species are found in tropical rainforests. So let's just give the examiner a few facts there. So 50 million species in total, that includes plants and animals, and 50% of all plants and animal species can be found in tropical rainforests. I don't know why that's still a bit blurred. That's a bit annoying. There we go. Okay, so the main reason, someone's kind of got something here. So Rose is talking about the climate, and that is absolutely correct. So the climate is driving the biodiversity. So let's put the sun in, which is a big factor, solar radiation. Let's get the sun in. And the temperatures in the rainforest range between about 27 to 30 degrees Celsius all year. So it's a very small temperature range between the different types of the years. As you know, there are no seasons in tropical rainforests. It is warm every day, 27 to 30 degrees. And as I say, they're called rainforests, so they're also the wettest parts of the planet. Perfect for plant growth. So that's one of the reasons. So let's put our tree in here. Here we go. Let's get a little tree in. And we've got, there's our roots. There's our tree. And I find these quite, I don't know if it's just me, but I find these quite therapeutic. Doing these little mind maps. And I know there's some people in the chat that who join the live streams who actually make them a lot neater than I do. But I am trying, guys. I am trying. That's all you can do, isn't it? Try your best. Okay, so we've got high humidity. So that's one of the main reasons why plants thrive in the rainforest. They get plenty of water all year round, and there is moisture in the air, and the moisture can be kind of absorbed from the roots, the leaves, and that moisture can be used to produce energy, which you know is called photosynthesis. So plants grow rapidly due to high rates of photosynthesis. From your science lessons, photosynthesis is where plants produce their own energy. They absorb carbon dioxide and water, and sunlight, and then convert that into glucose and oxygen, which we can breathe. But photosynthesis, that's what's so special about plants. They can produce their own energy, unlike us. We have to consume something to get energy. Plants create their own energy from CO2, water, and sunlight through photosynthesis, which is fantastic. So that's why the plants are growing, because they've got this ideal environment. They've also got nutrients within the soil. So I'm just going to put the word nutrients down here. That's what those little dots are. I've got nutrients here. So there's nutrients available in the soil. I'm going to put nutrients in soil. There we go. Down at the bottom. So I've got nutrients in the soil. Good. So why are the animals there? That's the question. So we know why the plants are there, because the climate is perfect. The soil has nutrients. There is plenty of CO2 to be absorbed. And there's plenty of water. I don't know where I'm going to put this one. But there's plenty of H2O as well. Let's put that there. H2O, meaning water. There's plenty of H2O for them to take in. There's plenty of carbon dioxide. So that all gets taken in by the plant. So they're happy. The plants are happy. They've got everything they need to photosynthesize. But why are the animals there? Why are the animals there? Well, the plants are there. So plants provide a food source for consumers. Yeah. Which is the animals, by the way. The animals are the consumers. So we've got things like leaves. Some animals will eat leaves, like a sloth will eat leaves. We've got seeds and fruits, which all grow on the trees and the bushes, which the animals can consume for energy. So the reason why the animals are in abundance and there's plentiful is because there's plenty of food supply for them to consume. Last but not least, it also is the plants, the trees, the bushes, all provide a habitat / shelter for animals. Yeah. So the birds can nest in the trees, the monkeys can live up in the trees, you know, everything else has got a space to live, and that's why these areas are so biodiverse. So it starts with the climate. That's perfect for plant growth and photosynthesis rates, and then that provides homes for and food for the consumers. So that's why rainforests are so biodiverse. I just want to add one more geeky thing here, and it's called net primary productivity. So this is like if you're trying to get a grade 8 or 9, you just want to show off a little bit. Anywhere that's got high rates of photosynthesis also has, I don't know if I'm going to squeeze this in, high net primary productivity. What does that mean? It just means that the plants in that area are photosynthesizing at a fast rate. So it's more upper GCSE A level. Net primary productivity is high. That would be super impressive to remember. It's NPP, net primary productivity. I've just squeezed it in there. Right, I just want to add one more thing down the side of the tree here, and that is that each tree in the rainforest contains 40 to 100 different species. So a single tree in the rainforest, remember these trees are about 35 to 50 meters when they're fully grown. They are so important for the amount of life that they sustain. You know, you have insects, you'll have mammals, you have birds, you have all sorts of creatures, different plants growing on the surface, loads of different creatures. They're very biodiverse. And a single tree is very biodiverse. It has between 40 and 100 different creatures and species on it. Okay, so I'm just going to box that bit off. That was good, guys. Enjoyed that a little bit. I'm just going to box that off there. So that's one section. There we go. So now I'm just going to do a little, just going to sweep over here, catch up with the chat literally for 1 minute, and then we're going to do our next little section because we are flying tonight. I'm going to do some facts about the Amazon rainforest next. So let's see what's happening in the chat. So I'll just leave that there for you in case you've not finished it. Oh, the moderators moderating. Fun fact, almost a third of species in tropical rainforest yet to be discovered. Well, we wouldn't know, would we? Good fact. There's definitely things we haven't discovered in the rainforest. I don't know how many. Obviously, we can always speculate. But yeah, we're always finding new species all the time in our rainforest, which is exciting. I know when you think about school, you think, oh, we know everything now. We know everything about the world. We don't. We still only know a little bit about everything that's going on. Still a lot to be discovered, a lot to be found out, and it is exciting. So yeah, but that's a good little fact as well. Thanks, Mod, for sharing. Okay, let's do some fun facts about Amazon rainforest. So Amazon rainforest is in South America. It covers 9 countries. It's our main case study for rainforests. So we're going to just do some facts about it because it's always good to refresh our knowledge on the mighty Amazon rainforest. Here we go. Draw a few trees. Gives me a chance just to do a bit more colouring. Oops. You're probably thinking, why is he spending time colouring? One, I love colouring. And it helps my stress levels. Keeps me calm, as you can probably tell. And number 2, colour is a way of remembering things. So if you see colours, you can associate it with memories. So here we are then. The first fact is Amazon is the largest tropical rainforest in the world. Largest tropical rainforest in the world. It covers 9 countries in South America. So it's not just in Brazil. I know everything. Oh, it's in South America. It's in Brazil. It is in Brazil. I think 40% approximately is in Brazil. But it covers 9 other countries. So it's in Venezuela. It's in Peru. It's in Bolivia. It's got all, it's large areas of that kind of northern area of South America. Okay, sad fact here. Sad fact. Let's just draw my trees a little bit further down, actually. We can build on this. 45%, oh dear, is actually degraded and damaged. This is of the Amazon. So 45% of the Amazon rainforest, these trees are big now, 45% of the Amazon rainforest is already damaged and degraded. That's shocking in terms of human impacts. It is human impact. There's nothing else that's doing it. It is us as people choosing to use the resources there. So 45% of the Amazon is damaged or is suffering degradation of some way, shape or form. So it's either damaged or degraded. Just to show you as well, guys, I've got this strip down this side here as well. Hopefully you've got that going on as well. Right, last little fact. The Amazon contains 40,000 species of plants. I've already talked about how biodiverse it is. It contains 400 species of mammals. And 3,000 species of fish. There you go. So that's our little fact file. Those little facts help Oh, those little facts help with this bit as well. If you're talking about biodiversity, you could talk about the Amazon having 40,000 species of plants and 400 species of mammals and all that sort of good stuff. So let's just draw a leaf. That's a leaf, guys. Sorry about that. Let's draw a little monkey. It looks like a teddy bear. What the heck is that? Oh, it's supposed to be a monkey and a leaf. I could do fish. There we go. I reckon with a bit of colour. I can't believe they pay me for this, guys. Well, I don't get paid to do extra like this, but pay me to teach. And I've got drawings as bad as this. There you go. So 3,000 species. This is why I dropped art in year 9, because I can't draw. So there we go. Nice little fact file all about the Amazon, which I'm going to then, let me just zoom out. Zoom out, guys. You can see my paper here. I'm going to cordon off this little bit here. So I've got some space for some other stuff. Yeah, I'm going to use orange down this side. So we can get it all on. And then that bit there, green. Okay, so there we are so far, guys. Yeah, nice little fact file. Then rainforests are biodiverse. Right, this big section here, I'm going to use this big section, all this section here. I'm going to leave, I don't know if you can see, we're going to leave that big side there. All this section here is going to be for human causes of deforestation. Human impacts of deforestation. So here's up in the chat, guys. Why are the trees in the rainforest being cleared? What are the causes of deforestation? What are the main causes of deforestation? Right, fun little fact here. Moderator. What's moderator saying? Also, there are millions of insects. There are millions of insects. Millions. You could add that one as well. Thanks, Mod. Chrissy, hi, Chrissy. Good to see you. Thanks for dropping in on the Monday night live stream. I hope you're doing this along. You know, making your little mind map. It's like going back to school, isn't it? You never get fed up of school, honestly. It's good. But good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Hello, Mr. Sammy. Good to see you, Sammy. Thanks for dropping in. Appreciate you on the live stream. We got 15 viewers. Wow. 15 live viewers. Well done. And many that will watch it on catch up, I'm sure. Reasons for deforestation: paper, road development, correct. Logging, correct. Well done. For construction and furniture. Any others before we? Let me just get rid of that for a minute. Any more causes of deforestation? Let me have a sip of tea. Causes of deforestation. Get your answers in. No. Right, okay, let's go back to it then. So here we go. I'm moving into this space down here. I'm going to zoom right in so you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Oh, we've had a few late entries. Let's have a look. To build houses, yeah. Urbanization is urbanization is one as well. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Is that too close? You need to be able to see the paper, I'm guessing. Okay, here we go. So human impacts. So I'm going to put up here human impacts / causes of deforestation. There we go. Human impacts / causes of deforestation. Deforestation, let's get the definition of that in, which I'm sure you know what it is by now. Deforestation means the removal of trees. The removal of trees. Can you see that? Human impacts and causes. The camera's been a bit dodgy. And deforestation is the removal of trees. So that's probably quite important, that is. Just so you know what deforestation is. So there isn't a single human being who clears trees for no reason, okay, in terms of like boredom or just because they want to damage the environment. Humans generally are not doing this deliberately to damage the environment. It's all for economic activity and gain. So the reason why we clear the forest is for economic gain, to provide jobs, create wealth, put money in people's pockets, make sure they can pay the bills, buy Christmas presents for their families, live a life like we do here in the UK. So it's not out of maliciousness or boredom or anything else. They're doing it for economic gain, and that's so important, okay? So all these things that we talk about is for jobs, money, trade, business, and creating a stronger economy in the country where it's happening, i.e. Brazil. So the main cause of deforestation, let's get that one in. So the main cause of deforestation is, here we go, it is, someone's put printing too much paper. Are you having a dig at me here, Yuri? I do print a lot. Well, I used to print a lot, and they're not letting me print anymore. Hey, crazy. But yeah, I used to use quite a bit of paper, but I don't anymore. Anyway, main cause of deforestation is actually agriculture, which is farming, growing food for the country of Brazil, or whichever country is, or export. So what happens is people come along, loggers come along, and they remove the tree, and then in its place, if you leave it long enough, the grass will grow. This is a cow, by the way. Yeah, it's I've seen better cows. Oh dear, that's a cow. The good thing is about this, in your exam, you will not have to draw these things. You can just write about them. So once you've removed the tree, naturally the grass will grow, and then farmers will use it as pasture for grazing animals on. So things like cows, yeah, cows, chickens, all that sort of stuff. And that will really help to boost once the beef is ready, once the cow's ready. You can get milk, we can get meat, obviously meat products like steak from the cow, and that leads to huge profits. So again, the main reason why trees are cleared through deforestation is for economic gain. It can generate a huge amount of wealth, and it boosts the economy of the country. And at the end of the day, and I know I'm a geography teacher and I love the environment, but humans have got to live, and humans have got to have money in their pocket to pay the bills, and humans have got to eat as well. And that's what this is doing. Okay, it's doing all of those things. So I don't agree with deforestation, but I understand why it's happening, in the sense that agriculture is important. So anybody who raises cows, this is called cattle ranching. Cattle ranching. These farms are very extensive. They go for tens of miles, and they just graze the cattle on it. They get thousands of cattle that then they'll use for food supply. So when you are raising so much cattle or growing so many crops, this is called commercial agriculture. So these farmers are purely working on an intensive scale to make as much profit as possible. These farms are huge, called commercial agriculture. It accounts for 70% of all deforestation. Accounts for 70% of all deforestation. And the main exports, the main food products that are supplied, in fact, people actually call Brazil the food basket of the world. So actually a lot of food, especially if you live in the Americas, North and South America, that Brazil is the food basket of the world because it grows That's just supposed to be a basket with food in it. It grows so much food and exports it to the world. It feeds the world. I'm sure that's a song, actually. Feed the world. Is it? I can't remember it now, guys. There is a song called Feed the World, anyway. So it's a food basket of the world. The main exports are, the main foods that it sells to the world are beef, obviously from cattle, soy, which comes from the soy plant, which is used to feed animals. So soy is a grain. It's full of protein. Like maybe the gym guys who are at the gym here might be on a bit of soy. But yeah, soy is full of protein, and they use it to feed animals to fatten them up. It's used extensively in animal farms. Soya, and then palm oil. Palm oil is a crop that's grown. It's used in most products, probably, controversially, probably in that biscuit as well. There's probably palm oil. It makes things creamy. So it's used in cosmetics and makeup. It's used in food products. Anything that's got like a cream base to it or a smooth texture, palm oil is the main ingredient that can kind of do that. And it's used in lots of things. So these are what we call our cash crops, because they bring in lots of cash for the economy. So they're called cash crops. Yeah. And this is happening in Brazil. It's happening in Borneo. Palm oil is in Borneo. All around the world where there's rainforests. Yeah. In fact, maybe we should put that little fact up here. Rainforests used to cover 12% of the world, of the land surface. Now only cover 6% of the land. So rainforests used to cover 12% of terrestrial areas like land. Now they only cover 6%. So that we've roughly lost half of our rainforest areas, and we've already said that 45% of them, of what we've got left, has already been damaged. So we're on a path of destruction here, which is not good. So we talked about commercial agriculture. That can be one. That's number one, main cause. Let's do number two. Number two is subsistence farming. Subsistence farming. Okay, so that's number two, subsistence farming. Hit us up in the chat, guys. What do we mean by subsistence farming? We've done commercial farming. What is subsistence farming? Yeah, let us know. See if you know. Subsistence farming. Anybody know? Okay, let's do. So this is where you farming to meet your own needs. Farming to meet your own needs is what you call subsistence farming. Yeah, Lily's right. Yeah, maybe there's a bit of delay. I think the stream. Yeah, you're right, Lily. Well done, Lily. Smashed it. Yeah, it's where you're farming just. So the poorest farmers, they're not commercial farmers. They're subsistence farmers. You're basically farming just to feed your family, to have enough food on the table each night that you can survive. It's not to make profits or money, really. They might have a little bit to sell at the end, but generally, subsistence farming is small-scale agriculture. And we find a lot of that in the rainforest. The tribes and things, they will be subsistence farmers. So how do these subsistence farmers work? Well, they tend to find an area of forest, untouched forest, undamaged forest, and they will clear the trees, and they'll probably use the wood either for fuel wood or to build a house. But the way in which they clear it, they'll clear the wood, and then they will burn the roots of the trees. So they'll clear the land, then they'll burn the roots of the trees. There we go. So they'll burn. And they do this for a very good reason. I know it is very destructive practice, but why do you think they burn the kind of tree stumps, the kind of the ground after they've cleared it? Why? What's the benefit of burning the stumps or the surface of the ground once they've cleared the trees? Any ideas? Yeah, so it does make space. Well done, Liv. Yeah, it makes space to put your crops or your buildings. Yeah, absolutely. Here's our little subsistence farmer. Yeah, makes place for plants. It does, but also it actually helps. So the ash increases the soil's fertility, increases fertility of the soil. So a bit like volcanic areas where when volcanoes erupt, the ash lands on the ground. It's the same thing. Like with the ash from the burnt vegetation helps to add nutrients to the soil. So actually the farmer gets a more fertile farmland. So the fertility of the soil increases. This is called slash and burn cultivation, where you literally slash at the trees, cut them down, you burn the ground, and then you cultivate, which means you farm. So slash is this bit, 1, burning is 2, cultivating is 3. So that's slash and burn cultivation. Okay. And then what tends to happen is when the farmer is kind of finished with that area, they will then move on to another area. And this is called shifting cultivation. So an area of land is productive for about 5 years. So this area that is just cleared there, or she's just cleared, will be productive for about 5 years. And then guess what? They'll find another area of forest and clear another area, and they shifting cultivation. That is a really good phrase. If you can try and remember that, shifting cultivation. This happens in the Amazon. It happens in Borneo. Yeah, all of these rainforests that we kind of studied, shifting cultivation. So this is largely with indigenous tribes. So it's indigenous tribes that are doing this. Yeah, the poorer people that are living in the forest. So the indigenous tribes will do this sort of activity. And an example of that is the Kayapo tribe. Kayapo. There you go. Let's just zoom in for you guys there. Kayapo. The Kayapo tribe in Brazil, in the Amazon. Okay. Last but not least, this wasn't helped by the government. The government also introduced a land grabbing policy. So the government of Brazil said, oh, there's land in the rainforest. If you want it, go take it, go grab it. So a lot of Brazilians in the 90s thought, I know what, let's go and take some free land and clear it. So actually in the 90s, the government were kind of pro deforestation and they encouraged land grabbing, which is basically go and take land, put up a fence and say, right, that's your land, free land. I'm not being funny, but everyone's going to do that, aren't they? If you were offered free land, you're probably going to do it. So the land grabbing policy meant that lots of people went and cleared land and rates of deforestation went up. Okay, let's do on to number 3 over here. Bearing in mind, I'm still in line with this bit here. Okay, number 3 is mining. Mining. So rainforests are cleared, the trees are taken. Once the trees have been taken, then mining companies can move in. What's the famous mining company? I'll try and think of the name of the famous mining company. Moderator, what's the famous mining company in the Amazon rainforest? Can you find out for me? That would be amazing. So in the rainforest, their soils are rich in minerals. Okay, so mining is about the extraction of minerals, valuable minerals. It's done in an open cast way. So we've got open cast mining. It's basically literally where you just dig down from the surface of the soil, you just dig down into the earth, and you can then extract the minerals that you want. So it's open cast mining, which is very destructive, is open cast mining. It basically creates this huge scar on the landscape, which is not good. So extraction of minerals, open cast mining, and one of the most famous mines in the Amazon is an iron ore mine. So iron ore is used to make steel. Yes, we've hit 16 viewers. Nice one, guys. Sending out the geography, good energy there. Yeah, so we've got an iron ore mine. So the rainforest soils are usually orange or reddish in colour. That's because they're full of iron ore. Iron ore can be smelted to make steel. Steel is used in construction of buildings. It's used in many things, steel, but mainly construction. Iron ore mine. And a very famous one is called the Carajás mine. So the largest mine in the world, the Carajás mine. There we go. Carajás, Carajás, the Carajás mine. That's the most famous one. I'm going to put that in yellow there just to highlight it. And yeah, again, why are they doing this? For economic growth. Well-paid jobs, mineral extraction, very profitable. And literally they just dig out a hole in the ground. Yeah, that's a hole in the ground there, basically. And they clear the rainforest from above it. And that's it. It just creates this huge scar on the landscape. Water pollution, water contamination from the activity. But they just dig down from the surface to get your iron ore. And that's the open cast mine. Forest is cleared. And yeah, it's a very destructive practice indeed. Okay, right. We're going to do a couple more. Okay, so there we go. That's our mining one. Just to drop in, here we go. Mod, thank you very much. The famous mining company in the Amazon in the Vale. Vale? Oh, I don't think that's what it is. It's not that. Yeah, it's going to come to me. Anyway, it's going to come to me eventually. Right. Thanks, though, for looking, Mod. Right, next one. A lot of people in the chat talked about paper. Yeah, and yeah, you're absolutely correct. See, I haven't got much room down here now, just on the bottom. Remember, guys, if you run out of space, just put it on the back. Yeah, don't worry about it. Just put it on the back, and then you've got it for your revision. Right. Next one is number 4, commercial logging. So again, logging, cutting down trees for profit to sell the timber. So this is the most common answer. Why are rainforests being cleared? Most people will say logging, chopping down trees for wood. So I'm running out of space here, guys, but I'll just put this in here. So chopping down trees to make paper pulp, which is basically paper pulp is the start of making paper. So yeah, so for making paper, furniture, construction industry, lots of things use wood. Furniture, as you know, lots of things use wood, but there's some very, very valuable timber to be had in the rainforest. And a single mahogany tree, which is classed as a hardwood, mahogany, can be worth as much as £5,000 to £10,000 per tree. Now, tell me you wouldn't cut one down if you knew where one was. They're very rare. That's it. Oh, Mod, you've come up with it. Rio Tinto, that was it. But here's some other mining companies. Yeah, Rio Tinto is the one I was trying to think of. Oh, you are a good one. Yeah. Thanks, Mod. Yeah, Rio Tinto, that was the one. Maybe I should put it on mining up here. Rio Tinto Mining Company. That is a big transnational company, very famous company around the world, and they sell a lot of minerals for high profits that have come from the Amazon. Anyway, back to mahogany. Mahogany, yeah, about between £5,000 and £10,000 per tree. So they're very valuable. So commercial logging, trees are cleared to sell or export. Yeah, so you go to export markets, they'll come to Europe. High profits. Yeah, timber and wood is very expensive. If your parents have built anything recently out of wood, they'll tell you exactly how expensive it is. Like if you've built any decking in your garden or bought any wood recently, if you've got parents who work in construction, they'll know how expensive wood is at the moment. It's very valuable. So yeah, trees are cleared to sell or to export to other markets like Europe. High profits, and it's used obviously in construction and paper. Here's a fact, if I can squeeze it in. This is supposed to be a chainsaw. There we go. There's my little chainsaw. One logger with a chainsaw cuts down 30 trees per day. It's getting a bit cramped there, but anyway, one logger with a chainsaw can cut down 30 trees in a single day. There you go. Facts, facts, facts. They just keep coming, don't they? Yeah, we've got 16 viewers. Can we break the 16? Keep going, keep going. There we go. Right. Next one. We've got 2 more to do. Number 5 is dam development. In a world where we're talking about renewable energies, and we need more renewable energy because it's sustainable, it's green, it's zero emissions. We need more hydroelectric power dams, and they're building them, but they're building them in rainforest areas. So dam development. So as you know, a dam is a wall that goes across a river. Yeah. Creates a reservoir behind it, and it will allow water to pass through the dam, which turns a turbine, which powers a generator, which creates sustainable electricity for a country. There we go. So there is our dam. Also controls flooding. Dams control flooding of rivers, which obviously is important around the world at the moment. We keep getting floods. I don't know if you saw Storm Bert, but yeah, recently. Anyway, dam development. So dams are built to provide water security. So they provide water for people from the reservoir. They also generate hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric power, or what we call HEP, hydroelectric power. Obviously, they create jobs as well, which is really good. And an example, obviously, we're trying to get grade 9s. We always got to have example. The Balbina Dam Project. Again, in the Amazon. The Balbina Dam Project is the name of a dam that's been built in the Amazon for those reasons, for water supply and flooding and hydroelectric power. Yeah, and there's the dam. Right, last but not least, I think Kaya mentioned this one, and it's not that it's less important, but it's just at the end, is road development, building roads. Road development. And this is one of the biggest causes of deforestation, because once you've got a road, all the people can move in, like the loggers can move in, the mining companies can move in, the farmers move in, everybody moves in. Once you've got a road, you're giving access to the forest, you're going to increase the rate of deforestation. Road building is so... Oh, didn't realize you couldn't see that, guys. Road development is so impactful, because you're giving access for all of the things. So all of these things here require access by road. As soon as you build a road, everything moves in, all the businesses move in, and you rapidly increase the rate of deforestation. So yeah, not good news. So road building for growth. of urban areas. So as the towns get bigger, growth of urban areas and improved trade links. So you need to be able to get out your iron ore to the businesses and the docks. This road provides access to get all these materials, the logs, the food that you grow in, the mining products out of the area to boost the economy. The most famous road in the Amazon is called the Trans-Amazonian Highway. Trans, which means across, Amazonian Highway. So if you're trying to get those higher grades, try and remember the names of these, well, infrastructure. Okay, there we go. Trans-Amazonian Highway. Right. We're on the final straight. Look at that, guys. It's coming on really well, isn't it? Look at that. Really impressed with that. So we've got one more bit to do. So I'm just going to kind of fence off this bit down here with a bit of orange, because this last bit here is going to be all about deserts. There we go. So we've got this bit here. We're going to talk about deserts. Okay. So we're going to finish off by talking about desert animals and desert plants. It's a common area of this topic. Knowing how species have adapted to living in tropical rainforests. Evening, Nev. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the live stream. Alistair's in, another year 10. Well done. Thanks for dropping in, Alistair, and seeing us on the live stream. Good to see you. Good to see you. Okay, right. So the last little bit on here, we're going to talk about animals. We're going to talk about plants. I'm going to give more space to plants because there's a bit more to say about the plants than there is the animals. So hot desert animals we're going to do first. Up here, let's just get this. Now, this is going to be the hard bit. Hot desert animals. Yeah. So we're going to talk about the animals first. And I'm going to talk about the camel. This is what I've got to draw a blooming camel now, guys. The camel, which is in the Sahara Desert. We find a lot of camels in the Sahara Desert. If you've been to Egypt, Morocco, you will have seen camels. You might have even been on a camel ride. Let us know in the chat if you've been on a camel ride, guys. Have you ever been on a camel? Who's rode a camel? Let us know if you've rode a camel. So camels can be found in the Sahara Desert, the world's largest hot desert. I'm going to ask you a question now. What are the adaptations of a camel? How does a camel survive in the driest, hottest places on Earth? Whilst you're doing that, I'm just drawing a camel badly. Oh dear, what on earth? Two-legged camel. There we go. Oh, he looks very pretty there, look. Right. So what adaptations does a camel have to live in hot desert? He's got little nostrils there. There we go. Yeah, that's a camel. It's the best you're getting, guys. Alistair, thank you. Loves a camel. Yeah, I've seen better, but it'll do. Thank you. Appreciate that. Right, so let's have a little look then. See what people have come up with. Oh, yes. Wide surface area on the feet to stop it from sinking into the sand. That's correct. So let's add that one to ours. So we'll add that to our camel. Here we go. So here we go. Wide, flat / wide feet to spread their weight on the sand. Spread their weight, yeah, basically, so they don't sink into the sand. They also have little pads on there as well. They have little pads on their feet to protect them from the hot sand as well. So they can do that. Okay, long eyelashes. Yeah, this is a bit of a myth, really. They have got long eyelashes, I suppose, but the key thing is they have 2 rows of eyelashes. Yeah. So they've got 2 rows. So you've got 2 rows on each eye there. You've got one at the top, one at the bottom. They have 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom. Very special. So it's more that they've got more eyelashes. So they've got 2 rows of eyelashes. 2 rows of eyelashes. And slits, which is little gaps in their nostrils. Slit nostrils, yeah. So they got slit nostrils to stop the sand, prevent sand entering, basically. So they got 2 rows of eyelashes to block the sand from going in their eyes. They got a little slit nostril to stop the sand going up their nose, because I couldn't think of anything worse than having sand up your nose. Thin nostrils, yeah, good. Thin nostrils, someone's put. Where's that? Thin nostrils. Nev, thanks. Yeah, they've got a slit nostril, S-L-I-T, slits for nostrils to stop the sand from getting in. Good. Let's go back to here. 2 humps. Oh, no, let's get rid of that. The humps, they have got humps, but what's in the hump is fat. So we've got fat stores here. And the reason why camels need fat stores is because they called the ships of the desert. They walk long distances without being fed across deserts, transporting people and goods, and they have fat in their humps. So they have fat stores in there. Any others? Have you got any others about the camel? So they got, here's another one at the top here. They've got thick fur, which sounds a bit strange because they live in a hot desert, but they've got thick fur to shade their body. So they often have a thicker fur at the top there to shade their body, to keep their body a little bit cooler. Here's one. I'm just going to have to point to its little tinkle. I'm not going to draw the tinkle. There's no chance. But it is important because they lose little water from urination. So they don't tend to urinate very often. They tend to use every drop of water. So they lose little water from urination. That's important. Yeah, important one. I think that's probably about it. There are a few other animals that you can talk about. Does anybody know any other desert animals? Desert animals, guys? Anybody know any others? Apart from the camel, that's the most common one. So other animals, other species are the fennec fox. The fennec fox, F-E-N-N-E-C. It's got massive ears like a bat. It uses its ears to cool down. Blood goes round. Oh, just throw my pen. Blood goes round the ears, and it's a cooling system. So the fennec fox. What else we got? Mosquitoes. Yeah, we've got mosquitoes. Yeah, most desert animals are nocturnal. That is a good point, Nev. Let's put that here. So we're going to add that into a little nocturnal. Why are they nocturnal, Nev? Just in case you don't know what nocturnal is, they come out at night. So why are these animals nocturnal? 2 reasons, really. 2 reasons why they might be nocturnal. They've got a tail to swat bugs. Possibly, yeah, to keep them cool, like a fan. Yeah, it's cooler at night, so nocturnal. There's less predators, and it is cooler. So I'm going to put cooler / less predators. Because chances are the one that's going to eat you is asleep. They might be sleeping, so you can come out at night. A good one there would be a kangaroo rat. I don't know, I can't fit that on. Oh no, maybe a fennec fox and the kangaroo rat. It looks like a rat, but it's got long legs like a kangaroo. So there you go, kangaroo rat. It's found in the Australian desert. Yeah, there you go. So there's your animals. Right, we're nearly home and dry. So we're going to do our plants now. Yeah. So we're going to do a cactus. And we're going to do the Saragaro cactus, which can be found in the US. It's actually found in the Nevada desert. The Nevada desert. Good. Right, let's get our cactus on. So whilst I'm doing this, hit us up in the chat, guys. How does a cactus survive in the hottest, driest places on the planet? That is the question. What are the adaptations of a cactus? Yeah, get your ideas in. What are the adaptations of a cactus? This is a flowering cactus. Many cacti do flower. So, yeah, what are the adaptations of a cactus, guys? There we go. There's our little cactus. So let's have a little look. Yes, well done, Alex. They store water. They do store water. These do store water. So let's put this in then. So we're going to put it up here. They are what you call succulent plants. They suck up water. They absorb water through their roots. Succulent plants, which basically means they store water. So succulent plants, and they store water inside the fleshy stem. So they would be storing water inside of here. Yeah, succulent plants. That's a very key term. So let's put it there. They can actually increase in size by about a third. So a cactus that's full of water, yay! We've hit 18 viewers. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for all the love, guys. 18 viewers. Wow. Live. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you for dropping in. We're just looking at why a cactus is especially adapted for living in hot deserts like the Sahara. They increase in the size of about a third. So a cactus that's full of water is a third larger. So yeah, well done. They've got, I think that's supposed to be prickles. I think that's supposed to be, or needles. So I'm going to put here spines / needle leaves. So these are classed as the leaves. I know they're not properly leaves, but spines / needle leaves protect from predators. Protect from predators. Good. So technically, a cactus doesn't really have any leaves, which is no leaves. It has spines. And that is an adaptation. The fact that it hasn't got any leaves means it's not going to lose any moisture because it's got no leaves. So, who the hell is this history? Are you joking? Is this history? This is not history. I'm learning to learn about plants for a start, Ethan. You're trying to wind me up here. No, it's French. What on earth? Am I talking a different language? Am I, Lucas? Blow me neck. Good to see you guys. Anyway, thanks for joining the chat. There's no leaves on cacti. They're just spines, which also means there is less moisture loss. So if they had huge leaves, less moisture loss, which is an adaptation. You don't want to be losing water in a hot desert because you're going to dry out and die as a plant. So no leaves is actually an advantage. You're actually going to lose less moisture, which is good. Yes. Well done, Joan. They've got long roots. So that's what this bit is here. So they go and reach the groundwater. Here's the groundwater. So they've got long roots that can reach down to the groundwater. So they've got long anchor roots to access water. Anchor is what's on a ship. It keeps a ship held in one position. So these roots anchor the plant in the position so it doesn't move, and they can access the groundwater, which is good. Any other things? I've got a few. I'm going to talk about the flower. So they often have flowers. Why do plants have flowers, guys? You know this. Why do plants have flowers? They're not just for pretty, not just make it look pretty for us. Why do plants have flowers? The cactus. Yeah. Have we got any ideas why plants have flowers? Oh, yeah. Stability, good. For reproduction, yeah. So flowers attract insects. So basically, the nice attractive flower has pollen in it, attract an insect, and then that will lead to pollination of that plant. Basically, it will reproduce. I can't even fit that in. Reproduce. So pollination, flowers attract insects. Oh, I can't attract insects, basically. I run out of space, guys. Attract insects for pollination, which is important. Also, we don't tend to find many cactus. You never see like 20 of them all next to each other. So they tend to be spaced out. So they are spread out. Spread out. So they tend to be low density vegetation. So you might find one cactus in a 10-meter area or something like that. They're kind of very spaced out because there isn't much water. There isn't many nutrients. So they can't live close together. They have to spread out so they've got enough of what they need, nutrients and water and things like that. They tend to be a slower grower. So they might be slow growing because, again, they haven't got lots of nutrients and water. So they tend to be slow growing. Cacti. If you've ever, who's had a cactus, by the way? In the chat, hit us up if you've had a cactus before. And if you've managed to kill one, that is incredible because they are so hardy. They're very difficult to kill. Obviously, they can go weeks without water. So if you've had a cactus, let us know. I used to have one when I was younger, back in the day. A long time ago, I used to have a cactus on my window ledge. Moderator, come on. Right. If you've killed a cactus, promise me one thing, that you're never going to have children. It's going to be much harder to keep with them than a cactus. You should be never allowed animals or children if you've killed a cactus. Oh, Kaya's had a cactus. Kevin the cactus. Brilliant. That is ace. Yeah, get yourself a cactus. Even like if you've got a little office, a little desk, when you're doing your revision, you can have a little cactus. Get a cactus there. Be ace for revision. Look at that. It'll keep you company whilst you're doing all this revision. Water it. Keep an eye on it. Right, last thing. Top tips. I have a cat. It's not a cactus though, is it? It's still alive. Oh, the cat's alive, but the cactus isn't. All right, okay. I had a cactus called Joe. The fact that you call your cacti a name is quite endearing. I think it's nice that you give your plants a name. Most people don't name plants. They name animals and things, but they don't name plants. But yeah, Kevin and Joe. Right, I want to add one more thing, guys, and then we can wrap it up. This one's a bit higher level for my geeky geographers, geography geeks. They have short life cycles. So some plants in hot deserts have a short life cycle. They can grow, flower, germinate, and die within a few days. So life can be very short-lived for a plant in the rainforest. And this is known as ephemeral. Now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, if you can remember that in an exam, That would be incredible. Any plant that only lives a short period of time is classed as ephemeral. Ephemeral. Maybe the moderator's cactus was ephemeral because he killed it in no time. Anyway, an example, e.g., and you might want to look this up, go and watch a YouTube video. It's called the resurrection plant. Resurrection plant is the name of a short-lived desert plant. Basically, it rains, it comes to life in the rain from the seed, it grows, it pollinates, it reproduces and dies all within like the space of a day. It comes back to life. Resurrection. Coming back. Yes, we've got 19 viewers at the end of the live stream. Love, love, love. Yes. The resurrection plant, check it out on YouTube. It's a really cool plant. Watch a video, resurrection plant, really good. Right, there we go, guys. There we go. I think, look at that. Now, if you've remembered all that and revised all that, you're going to smash section 2. Hopefully. That's a lot of common things that come up in this topic area. I'm just trying to get it straight for you. So there we go. I'm pretty happy with that. I think we've done loads of great work there, guys. Again, if you've done this live with me tonight, bring it in, show your geography teachers, show anybody who's a geographer at school. They'll give you a Bromcom reward, and they'll give you a big pat on the back as well. This is part of a series, so if you watch it on catch up, there are other series in there. There are other episodes coming. Next week, we're going to do coasts with a bit of a Christmas theme. Maybe I'll put some tinsel up or something. Maybe get a couple of Christmas lights up here. And maybe eating Christmassy snacks. And then we've got rivers to finish off with. But this is probably the best place to start your geography revision. Remember, effort equals success. Always does. Right. Anything else you want to ask me? Hit us up in the chat. We are going to go in a moment. Let you enjoy your evenings. We've been on for an hour and 17 minutes, guys. We had a cactus. Alex had a cactus. I don't think we have it now. Well, there's only two things that could have happened to that. It's died, or someone's stolen it. And I don't know if someone would steal a cactus. Maybe they have. Maybe they have. I don't know. I'm on a grade 7. I'm a grade 7 plus. Well, there we go. You're only as good as your last grade. What did you get last? You're only as good as your last grade. Anyway, and if you're a 7, you should be a 9. Never stop. Never stop until you get to the highest grade. Keep hungry. Stay hungry. I think that's the thing, isn't it? I love geography. Geography loves you. Geography loves anybody that loves it. Lucas, I'm only grade 2. Stop bragging. Grade 2 is fine. Make it a 4 by the summer. Make it a 4, Ethan. You can. You just got to put the effort in. You can easily do it. I also have another video in this on this live stream. It's called Paper 1 Tips. Watch that, especially if you're on grade 2, grade 3, grade 4. Watch Paper 1 Tips video. It's on this YouTube channel. I did it for the year 11s that were doing the summer exams. Really good. It will give you all the help you need. Can I take a picture and upload it to Showbit? Of course you can, Harry. Thanks for joining us, Harry. Yeah, upload it to Showbit, and if I don't see it, just tell me in the lesson I've uploaded it. Sir, my dog ate my paper. I don't believe you. Somebody of your ability can fight off a dog to keep your work. Protect your geography work at all costs. No one's coming in here and taking this. I'm protecting it. Thanks for the best gym session of my life. Are you talking to me, or are you talking to Yuri? I know. Ren. I don't know who you're talking to there. But if you've enjoyed the podcast, thanks. Appreciate that. Update. My cactus is actually still alive. It's called the resurrection plant. I thought it had died. Yeah, is that actually a resurrection plant? I think it is. Yuri, what you repping? 10 kg is the answer to that. Me and Harry will love geography revision tomorrow. Bruno might join in as well. Yeah, awesome, guys. Thank you. Yeah, do it. Revision can be sociable. Do it with other people. But yeah, come and, well, that's what this is. The live chat here is sociable. And we've hit 20 live streamers on a Monday night, 7:20. Appreciate that, guys. We've got people at the gym. We've got people everywhere. And we're all good. Right, I'm going to wrap it up now, guys. Thank you very much for watching and joining the live stream. Hit that like button. Yeah, if you haven't hit the like button, please hit the like button. It sends this video out to other geographers around the world who might want to watch it. Also, hit the comments if you want. And what else can you do? Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for joining Geography. See you next Monday, 6 p.m. And we'll be live again. Take care, guys. All the best. Thank you. Bye.